Everybody, we are at the test kitchen again, and we are having a menu that we have never had.
This is menu B. They have 3 menus, and actually this trip, probably because it was longer, they actually told us the dates. So in the very beginning, there was the dates and what menu was being served.
Yeah, so we were able to scooch in here for menu B, which we've never had, which includes some heirloom tomato, marinated tofu, a beetroot cannoli, cannelloni.
Yeah.
Sorry.
One's a sweet dessert. This is like a little pasta too.
Barley risotto and mango for dessert.
And
So
so the way they do it is they put the main ingredient, like over here is their regular menu. This is the plant-based menu. They say vegetarian, but if you look close, you see the double V, which means that it's vegan. So far, every menu that we've come to, the vegetarian menu is actually
we've been all
menu.
vegan, yeah. It's been all vegan, so that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
excited.
I am too. All right. So this is going to be good.
Yes, it is.
And this will be our drink menu, ladies. So front page still
Thank
is
you.
our signature drinks. You cannot find it anywhere else on board. We still offer a drink pairing program. That would be 5 small portion of drinks. It will go together in each course if
Thank
you
you
want
so
to do
much.
so.
Okay.
Second page would be the glass of wines and beers, and for the following ones are the bottles of wine. So I will just give you a few minutes to decide, and I will be with you.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Rose.
you. I'm trying to decide. I think the low alcohol one is the same one I had.
This is the
There's
same
been
we
some
had the other night.
pollution out in San Juan.
Yes,
So I'm not coughing from being sick this time.
The exhaust fumes from cars and things like that in Old San Juan were pretty crazy. Like both of us were having some hard times breathing. And
Yeah, even on the weather app, it did say it was really, really high.
yeah,
But that's any city, really. I think that you go to. It was so lovely to be in San Juan today, so we
Yeah.
are in no way complaining. It even rained on us some, but we walked around and we just had a really nice time.
yeah,
And some of the Caribbean ports really are just kind of like these little mini tourist malls that they've built to make a safe space. And because San Juan is so awesome, we got to just go around and really just be in a city.
yeah.
Like I think it's going to be for us when we go to Europe.
Yeah. All right. So we got our drinks ordered. We did not go with a pairing flight.
Well, and if you want to show the corn custard is vegetarian but not vegan. But it's a lot of the stuff they make look like things, which is really
For
cute.
the corn, it's not really vegetarian at all because this one is a typo. It's a typographical
Oh.
error. So,
It's got gelatin.
yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
okay.
Yeah, gelatin, and same with the strawberry. It's not also vegan.
Oh.
Vegetarian rather.
And
Yeah, those two.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but because we're still waiting for the new menus to come on. Yeah, because we don't have any control for
Yeah.
printing this
Yeah.
menu. Sorry about that one.
Oh,
lady.
that's
Oh no, that's okay.
But what I find is that everyone's really knowledgeable. So if you ask your server, but I just wanted to kind of show, they have another one that's a mushroom that also has gelatin in it. So obviously we haven't had it, but it's just really pretty and creative. Of course, a little agar could go a long way.
So it's not real corn?
No, it's a custard that's been put in a corn mold.
Oh wow. It looks like real corn.
It does look very much like real corn. Whatever your allergy, so I will say this, on Virgin, every restaurant that we've sat down in or even walked into, do you have any dietary limitations
Yeah.
or
Every
allergies?
time. Like every time.
And so just be aware, like the things that are VV, you can also double check on if you want, but so far we've not found any errors with that. She was saying it's not vegetarian and they're waiting on menus to get printed. But it's on the meat side of the menu,
Right.
not the vegetable one.
Right.
So I just wanted to be real clear about that, so you guys don't worry.
Yeah, we're not gonna partake in the gelatinous corn because I thought it was real corn, and I was like, oh, I'm jealous, but now I'm not. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so pretty.
And your hair.
Thank you.
So this is a non-alcoholic strawberry drink. It's one of my favorites.
And this is actually I think it's the normal alcohol drink with rum and pear.
I think
pear
it's the low
cider.
alcohol, isn't it? Nope, regular
I think
alcohol.
it's regular. I'll be sipping on this.
It'll last the whole dinner.
It has rum and it has pear cider in it and a few other things. Do you want to taste?
I'll stick with my no alcohol drink. So we're sitting at a counter, bar style. So, and they're kind of tall, right? So, and we're short. So, but they'll fill this whole side up with peoples, and then there's some peoples down at the other end of bars.
But do you like?
And then in the middle is where the cooks are doing their cookie thing.
But what I wanted to show you is just how tall these chairs are. So I have to climb up this thing. Climb like got one foot in, the guy's holding on, I'm lifting up
He's
over
like,
here.
I'll scoot you in, don't worry.
I'm like,
He's like,
woohoo.
but you're not leaving once you're in here.
Vloggers. First
All right.
Heirloom
Start your
tomato.
culinary journey. We have the tomato right here, heirloom tomatoes. So underneath that sugar twill, we have heirloom tomatoes, Kalamata vinaigrette. We also have the green one, that is the green mousse spinach mousse. We have Bloody Mary caviar, sugar twill to finish on top.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So this is the sugar twill, she said, and you see the green is the spinach mousse. Underneath here will peek. There's
Kalamata.
some Kalamata olive and some heirloom tomatoes. Look at the little flowers, aren't those pretty? Yeah, and there's the basil, it says as well.
Nice. Are you ready to taste test?
I am taking pictures.
She's taking pictures of the food, which is good because she'll get, right in there with the food.
Cheryl.
I don't even know where to start with this. So I guess I'm going to just start with this little tomato here. A little bit of dippy.
Ready?
That's nice. I like it.
A little piece of, and this is, she was saying, mentioned caviar. And I forget what it was made out. It's not real caviar.
Kalamata olive.
No, that's not. There is Kalamata olive on there, but I don't know if you guys can see this. There we go. I take away my face and I think it shows. Oh, it may be.
Tastes like it to me.
But it's made with like agar or something, or some kind of molecular magic.
They do a lot of molecular magic here.
And it's really fun. If you're a very picky eater, this is probably not the best place.
Which I know some of you are going, wait, how is Cheryl eating there?
Cheryl's done really well. Okay, so got a little bite.
I'm just not as picky as I used to be, I don't think.
Mmm.
What do you think? Give us the play-by-play.
It's really good. You can taste like that fresh, sharp tomato. And these have been maybe blanched, but not really cooked down.
They're really
So
good.
the skins are removed. The spinach is really good. There's some basil in here too, in the mixture. And the little bit of sugar just kind of makes the tomato taste a little bit sweeter and kind of mellows out some of the sourness that can happen.
How was it, ladies?
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Thank you. Got the
delicious.
sourness from the heirloom tomatoes, that crunchiness from the sugar quill.
Yeah.
And what was the caviar again?
Bloody Mary caviar.
Bloody Mary caviar.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
For enjoying.
So that means it was kind of like something like a vegan Worcestershire sauce, tomato, citrus. That would be what was in the little caviar. It's a very burst of tomatoey, intense flavor.
Now, if you are a person who does not eat vegan, or you come with somebody who does not eat vegan, you also have the ability to cross between the two. So if there's a course that you don't like on your side, and you're like, oh, I just don't eat salmon or any kind of seafood, you can switch for that particular course. You can have whatever the vegetarian side is.
Right. It doesn't really work that well going the other way, but the plant-based people are responsible for bringing a lot of people to restaurants. One of the things that I do like about Test Kitchen is you get to try a lot of different courses, but you're not having, like, if you watched us on
Huge
Celebrity
bites.
Ascent with Eden, at the end, they were huge.
There was no way we could eat all that.
No.
Like, it was just, the portions were just so big. But here, it's like a true tasting menu. The portions are smaller. You can actually get through each course, and when you get done, you're not feeling like you're going to explode.
Right, and the other plus with that is if you are a little bit of a picky eater, you can taste it and you don't have to finish it. There's no shame in that.
And one of the things that we hear about Test Kitchen all the time is, like, people either love it or hate it. And the people that hate it, the things that they hate about it are, A, it takes too long. Yes. Thank you. They don't want to sit here for that long to eat, and so that's
So
why they
delicious.
complain about it.
Make it so long.
We like
The
to
plate
sit
explains it
here,
all.
so we'll sit here because we like a nice slow dinner, and so that doesn't bother us so much.
It's like an event. It's kind of like entertainment, and I
It
feel
is.
that we talked about this for the Celebrity Ascent too, with the Eden meal. A tasting menu is often very much kind of like going to a show or just having this long time, and so like we get to talk about some of the food, and like normally if Cheryl wasn't doing a tasting menu, if she saw spinach mousse or heirloom tomatoes, she would be like, no.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
But knowing that it's a small portion, if I think there were four or five heirloom cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, it's just perfect little bite.
You're not really invested,
Right.
So like if
You're getting some taste, and you can go, oh, I like that, or oh, I don't like that.
or like in times before the time we were here with,
Faith and Jessica.
there were a couple things I thought I might try, but do a little differently. So it's very interesting.
Yeah. So the other thing that people say is, we hear this from a lot of meaty people, is they don't like Test Kitchen because they feel like they leave and they're still hungry. I don't know how that's possible.
And granted, so we just had a small bite. If I left now, I would have to go eat somewhere, right?
Right.
You would expect that. But we have 4 more courses.
Right.
They will all be fairly small. And here's the thing, you're on a ship where you get to go to the galley, and you could have vegan pizza after this.
Yes.
You could go up and have a big giant salad. There's all kinds of food up there that you could have. So I feel like if you're a little bit of a picky eater, and like our friend Elizabeth chose not to go to Eden, but after she saw the video, she's like, I could have done that.
Right.
So if you are on there, maybe try. And if you don't eat much there, don't worry about it. You're not paying extra here like you would at Eden.
Right.
It's just included. And then you maybe go early. So that way if you want to go to another restaurant, or if you want to go upstairs to the galley or to pizza, you're still taken care of. So I feel like it's an easy risk.
It is. I think so. Like, really, honestly, I've been shocked at how much I like all the dishes that I've tasted here the past 4 times that I've been here.
And when I wasn't feeling well on our last Virgin Voyage, Cheryl went by herself.
I came by myself because I was like, I'm not missing that.
Which is awesome. And so it really is kind of still this event. And you did film it, but I don't think you posted it.
No,
yet.
I didn't post it. I basically just filmed my plate. I didn't talk much. I just filmed my plate and what I was having. And I set the camera where it was right where the plate got set every time. And then so I'll dig that one out of the archives and maybe just put it up as
you could do like a vertical
music or something like that, so you guys can just see what menu that was.
And I think here's the thing.
It was the same menu we had Monday, so
that's why we didn't really film that one at all, because you don't need to see every time, and we're also going to be on the ship
again
next week. So we won't make you watch all the same things over and over again. But if there's something you want to know, ask us, because maybe we can find out while we're here. We're on Scarlet Lady this trip and next. The other 2 trips we were on Valiant Lady. And right now,
the vibe here is different. It's more relaxed. I don't know if that's just because it's a longer trip, but the music in the restaurants is
very
quieter.
lower. And you can even tell
just,
if you watch the other test kitchen one, the music was significantly louder than it is now. I don't know if it's because people started talking loud and they put the music up, but I found this has been a very mellow trip.
Yeah.
Because I was a little nervous. Like, Celebrity Ascent was so spa-like and cushy, and whereas Virgin isn't as, like, uber cushy and as much art. There's still some really cool art here. That we saw one of the best performances I may have seen
oh my gosh,
ever
so amazing
in my life
last
last night.
Last night was just amazing,
and so it was similar in some of the things that we've seen on Celebrity Ascent, and that like they were kind of singing songs that already existed, doing some dance, but this was art. This wasn't just entertainment. I feel like it really went that extra step. And a friend that we met on the boat, Frank, I ran into him this morning when I was trying to work and not getting a lot done. And he said he cried, and it was very moving. I felt like the dance, instead of just being dance moves, it really was art.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just loved it. I wasn't expecting anything. So, and we're definitely going to go back next week and watch the same show, because I want to see that
one again, because
it was amazing.
And the singer, he is so amazing. Like he should be recording like something and putting it out on a record. Or do they make records? They don't make records. A CD or
I don't
track,
think they make
whatever.
CDs anymore either. You're ancient. I'm the one turning 60. How are you so old?
However they do music these days, you put it out on Apple Music or Spotify or one of those things. But this dude, amazing.
His voice was stunning. So I was talking about how it seems so cushy and spa-like, and I was like, ooh, did I make a mistake booking all those? Because we have 3 trips next year booked on Virgin. And then as soon as I stepped on the ship,
Ready for a second pour.
Go for it.
Ready, and
Whoa. That's looking like delicious.
sailors, what we're having here is our tofu. And the smoke that we smelled came from applewood chip. The tofu has umami glaze in it. We also have the fresh and pickled cucumber finished with soy milk infused with parsley oil sauce. Make a little bit of everything at once to enjoy.
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Thank you.
It looks amazing.
Wow, look at that, y'all.
What looks almost like skin on a fish is actually a spice blend and maybe even a little sauce glaze. So you really can taste the smoke and the umami glaze, and just having a little bit of everything together like this. The smoke is so delicious. And I keep saying we're going to make smoked tofu, and we haven't in a while. I do have a stovetop smoker, and I love to use it. Cheryl hates me to use it because it makes the house smell like a campfire, which is why I love it.
It makes the smoke alarms go off.
No, it doesn't. That's in your imagination.
No, it really show on the app. You can see where it's saying caution, caution. This stuff is delightful.
So what do you like about it?
I like the smokiness, but it's also something a little sweet. Do you taste that little bit of sweet?
I think that's in the soy milk. And I think that's a little bit of a sweet pickle.
This one is a sweet pickle?
I don't know. Let me take a bite of it. No.
It's not sweet.
No, I think it's the soy.
It must be.
Yeah.
To me, it tastes like it's in the glaze, though.
Here, let me take a little bit of just the umami glaze by itself. There is some sweetness. Take just a little bit off the top, like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting. Got a little bit. Got a little bit right there.
I think the umami part, there's definitely some mushroom powder, I think, in it. That's my guess. I'm guessing.
It's so good.
But this would be a good intro to tofu for somebody.
Yeah, it would.
When we were having breakfast this morning, they have one thing, we were in Razzle Dazzle, and so they have this watermelon thing with the tofu cream and berries, and the lady next to us like, I don't want to eat any tofu. And so
She's like, can they leave that click? Can they leave that
I'm
cream off of it? I don't want that tofu.
Yeah, people get scared of tofu.
Tofu can be anything you want it to be. I mean, when you get right down to it.
Honestly, if I saw this and I didn't know better, I probably wouldn't eat it because it looks a little like fish.
It
And I didn't tell you because I know you have an aversion to even faux fish.
I recognize that, and I just told myself that when I put it in my mouth, if it had the slightest bit of like seaweed or anything, but I didn't see anything on here that would have given me any indication that it would have had any kind of seaweed or fishy. So
No, I don't taste any kind of seaweed in the umami blend. No, there could be a tad, but I don't taste it. It doesn't taste overly salty either. Really good.
so good, very, very good.
So the beetroot cannelloni is coming next. With cashews, quinoa, and beet bubbles.
That's gonna be very interesting.
Another 2 over 2 for you.
Yeah, we got the Clean Plate Club.
Thank you.
The tofu was brilliant.
That was really
delicious.
good. I love the smokiness.
Yes, it has the smokiness, and also with the fresh and pickled cucumber, it gives texture to your palate. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you. I also love that whenever we come here, we always have a waiter or waitress that really seems to know the menu well.
Like,
and they always describe
inside
it.
and out.
Like they describe the food perfectly.
And that's kind of part of the tasting menu performance in a way that's really, really fun. We hadn't really done exactly a tasting menu with Faith and Jessica before we came here. And they were so delightful to have this with.
They were.
So we were all like, let's see what's in here. What do you think is in that? And
Actually, that one is on our site, on Plant-Based
link to
Explorers. We'll link to it because it's there, and like we're all just like giving our professional opinions, and it's
Our
just like
non-professional opinions.
and it was really fun just to have everybody. And like in that one, even like Jessica, there was one that she didn't like. She didn't like this eggplant that looked like little scallops almost.
They were good.
Actually, she called them squishy tater tots.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. In the
Because
video.
they did look like tater tots, and they were
they were
about
that
the
shape.
size of a tater tot. And but when you bit into it, it was eggplant, and it clearly was not a tater tot. And so
She felt some mouth disappointment.
yeah, she felt some texture disappointment, and
yeah.
you know me, I am texture queen, so I totally get it.
But even if you go by yourself, or if you do something like this at home, like I have a friend that's been cooking really fun, elaborate meals since the pandemic, and eating them virtually with friends. And so that's something you could do too, even if you don't want to go on a cruise or you don't want to go out to eat and spend a lot of money. The thing is tasting menus often cost a lot because there's a lot of work that goes into it. What's kind of cool, especially with Virgin Voyages, is this is already included. And you can, depending on how long your sailing is, you can do at least 2. And on our short sailing, we did 2 as well. Ooh,
Here we
have
go.
the third course right here.
Oh my
Ooh, the foam
god.
is beautiful.
Our third course beetroot. So beetroot cannelloni, just like a cannelloni pasta, stuffed with cashew pesto inside. On top, that is your fried quinoa, and we have the green juice. It's sorrel juice with some lime and cucumber juice in there. And we also have some beetroot micro bubbles to finish. Take a little bit of everything at one still.
Oh,
Thank you.
We're gonna take.
You guys ready to see this?
That's a good view.
Look at those bubbles. That's
Isn't that fun?
beet bubbles, y'all.
And see the little teeny tiny, that's fried quinoa. That's a little like micro beet leaf. And those are little slices of cooked beet with cashew cream inside. And she said this is a green juice.
Yeah, this is gonna be really fun, y'all. So let's taste it.
Pictures are happening.
Pictures are happening. I'm so excited to have this new menu. I love this place. Y'all think I'm kidding.
Which is kind of awesome.
All
Okay.
right, let's let Kathy go for the taste.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of everything. These bubbles are fun. Okay. Let's see if I can.
That's good.
Oh my gosh. There's something else with these beet bubbles. It's sweet. It's not as beety. So let's let Cheryl have some. Cheryl's not a huge beet fan, but I don't think you're going to have a problem with this at all.
They hit when they first hit because you know I have that beets taste like dirt thing.
But it doesn't taste.
But when
as
these
earthy.
hit, I get the earthy hit, but then it finishes very sweet. It's weird. It's like it goes in. It's like earthy beet, and then finishes like with this delightful, like very sweet finish.
It's really nice. It's almost like having 3 little slices of beets with a little cashew, maybe like a pesto cashew cheese, and then kind of juice, right? It's delicious.
And the toasted quinoa gives it this little crunch. That's almost like a little crouton or something. It's kind of delightful.
It really is. And for Cheryl is eating it all.
I really like it. I like it a lot.
But what I wanted to say too is like, you could take some friends and totally do something like this. Make just little like portions for one, divide it up in these very tasting menus. Some of it maybe you could even do in the summer, like do a chilled soup,
Oh yeah, that'd be
do
cool.
a salad, have a dessert and things like that, so you don't have to do as much work.
Yeah,
But you could just kind of have this fun tasting.
could be a great thing to have like for a deck party or something. Everybody sit outside at the table and just
Just
enjoy. Just bring each course out separate. Oh, that would be a lot of fun.
Because actually, this is even a chilled course.
It is. It is.
I think the tofu was room temperature as well.
Mm-hmm. So far, we haven't had anything hot.
I think the barley risotto will be hot.
You think?
That's what I'm guessing.
Maybe. Barley risotto has sun-choked pumpkin porcini powder. Porcini is a mushroom?
It's a mushroom. It's like a really deep, dark, wild mushroom
See, I'm learning stuff, y'all.
that has to be cooked. Is my understanding.
But it's porcini powder.
I love a little mushroom
So
powder.
it could go either way. I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out for sure. This was a great course.
I'm gonna eat your beet leaf.
Oh, go for it. I don't ever eat the like real leaves and stuff that they have because,
Roughage.
yeah, not my friend. But I am certainly
Right now
excited.
we're in the clean plate pub.
We are 3 for 3 in the clean plate club. She's going to be very proud of us
and
when
I
she
don't
comes
feel
back.
bad at all about this.
Yeah.
In fact, about now, I feel as if we've eaten
A salad.
a small salad. So there was what was it? It was about that big a piece of tofu.
Yeah, it was tiny. It was maybe the size of $1 folded in half. It actually might have been smaller than that.
And then we had the little bits of heirloom tomato. This was like 3 slices of beet with probably 2 teaspoons, a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of cashew cheese.
Yeah, if that.
So while this is richer than some of the foods we eat normally, I find that when we eat at Test Kitchen, we get to taste all these things. We're not wasting anything.
Yeah.
We haven't, we'll have to go one more time so that we can film it. We haven't filmed Lucky Lotus.
Oh, and it is quickly has become our favorite. Oh my goodness, like we had it last night again. We actually canceled our
Extra
Virgin, which is the Italian restaurant, because we were both like, oh, I don't really want pasta. And
Well, and they have, the only vegan thing they have is an eggplant parmesan, which is okay, and we'll probably go there. But they have these really good spicy rice noodles with veggies.
Yeah.
And then they also have the whole
Buddha's, like a Buddha's feast.
with
Tofu, asparagus, mushrooms.
and they have some vegan dumplings. They also have this amazing vegan tofu, silken tofu pudding with black sesame.
We'll definitely give you guys a little insight into that. Probably the end of this week. We're going again? Yeah.
We're
We
going.
love it.
And we'll
We
go
absolutely love Lucky Lotus.
And so Lucky Lotus wasn't, Razzle Dazzle is the restaurant that's on all the boats. When Scarlet Lady went into dry dock, and that's when Lucky Lotus kind of came to be. And there were some different things this morning too, like you could get dumplings on the brunch menu, and you could get those rice noodles on the brunch menu.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't
If they
think-
would have had the tofu dish that I like on the brunch menu, I would totally got that.
Yeah, no, it was very good. And so Brilliant Lady is getting ready to like launch, so that's going to be their first ship. They're going to have their Razzle Dazzle turn into Rojo at night. So it's going to be tapas. Nobody knows what the menu is yet.
Oh, wow. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to go on Brilliant Lady.
Hi!
This is Mark, our other waiter from last time.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy, guys. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
we are.
we
If
have
you need
a good-
anything, I'm not busy. I'll come anytime to your
You're
table.
so
Okay,
sweet.
thank you.
Oh my gosh, everybody's the best here.
Everybody here
They're
is
so
so friendly
sweet.
and so lovely that, you know, and
So-
that's another thing. Like in each restaurant, they all have this different vibe. They have this different, different staff, but
Well, okay, so
each one, the staff is just like totally amazing and they know everything about their restaurant.
they really do, and I would say this too. So what's a little different about Virgin than maybe Celebrity, or obviously we've only been on Celebrity and MSC right now, but I'll tell you later if it's the truth with Holland and Norwegian, because we do those before before summer hits. But I feel like at Virgin, people are really free to be themselves and add their personality in, like the way Mark said, oh, if I'm not busy, I'll come help you.
Yeah.
And it's just, you feel like, you know, so like we had dinner here, and then I saw Mark upstairs when we were at the galley the next day, and he's like, oh, hi, what do you need? You know, so you feel, it feels like you're at a neighborhood restaurant that you just go to, and you just like start feeling like you know everybody.
Exactly.
And everybody's so kind. But like you'll see people that have tattoos or piercings or pink hair. And I really enjoy the fact that Virgin really lets people be themselves, and their whole thing is come as you are.
Right.
And I feel like they really
they extend that to their staff.
Yes. And I feel like you wouldn't see that on Celebrity or some of the others. Maybe even Royal Caribbean. We haven't been there yet, but I think it's a little more conservative. And it's not like people are going wild.
Right.
It's just like if you were at a restaurant at home, you might have a favorite waiter or waitress that has a tattoo.
Right.
So it just seems more normal and relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if we're at Razzle Dazzle, if we're at the galley, it just doesn't matter. I feel like people really make you feel welcome.
It's coming.
Yay! Yay!
The feed was so good.
You like it?
Yeah.
There are a lot of good nutrients that you can get from the beets. So now we are having the main course. So this is your barley risotto. We have the pumpkin squash flour. We have also the sunflower, pumpkin meringue, pumpkin seeds, and edible green. We finish it with a broth. It's your pumpkin and carrot broth. So all you need to do is to mix them all up to enjoy still.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here, I'll show while
All right.
Cheryl is mixing
I'm gonna
hers
mix
up.
mine all up. Rose is not steering us wrong.
Cheryl likes nothing more than to mix up all her food anyhow. So like when she gets Indian food or Chinese food, the first thing she does is mix everything up with her rice.
I do.
Right?
I
So
do.
you just got permission to do what you
I
really want to do.
I did. All right. So
Okay.
this is a Cheryl Dream Dish. It really is a Cheryl Dream Dish because you can mix everything together. So this is it all mixed up.
Look how
And
pretty the little
and,
pumpkin stars.
and this is a full-size fork. And so I'm going to lay my full-size fork right here so you guys can get a little bit of scale.
There might be a third to a half a cup of
Yeah.
risotto.
Yeah. So
Which
that
is
it kind of
plenty.
gives you an idea of what kind of size we're looking at, right? Look at that risotto, y'all.
And I think
Oh,
I'm going to make this risotto for us.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
We're going to taste.
So the barley already gives kind of like a really nice darker sort of flavor along with the pumpkin seeds, and you can really feel that that hint of porcini mushroom in there is kind of making it taste all umami goodness, right?
Oh my God. Like I thought it was going to be sweet because of the pumpkin, but it's not. That umami flavor is like prevalent in this dish.
Yeah. But also, I feel like the carrot pumpkin juice was just really good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't think in any recipe that I've really paired pumpkin and mushrooms. And I think that's going to change. And there's
This
some
is definitely going to
sunchoke
get
in here.
recreated. We have almost this whole restaurant to ourselves right now. It's wonderful.
It's so quiet and cozy. But y'all, don't sleep on Test Kitchen.
Don't
Be afraid. Don't be like, oh, it's going to be weird. You know what?
just try it.
If you took a bite of this and you didn't like it, they will take it away.
And you know what? You took a bite of everything and you're still hungry afterwards, go get yourself a pizza.
They have vegan cheese. I even brought some of my pepperoni spice to put on it when we have it. But this is not something you would have ordered if there had been a whole big menu.
No.
And I think...
And I would have been sorely disappointed by that I missed it. Because this is... I don't always look at risotto as a meal. I kind of look at it sometimes as a side dish. This is totally a meal. That was perfection.
And you guys, over on healthyslowcooking.com, I do have a slow cooker barley risotto for 2 that you make in like a 2-quart slow cooker if you want to. It's not quite as complex as this, but it's a good start.
This was amazing. Like,
oh, show your bowl. Look at that.
Clean Plate
all
Club.
Gone.
Clean Plate Club.
People are like worried that they can't eat meat in it. Like on Virgin, it's so easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in test kitchen, some of the sailors, they are skeptical to try because they are thinking it's all about meat and all that stuff. But we really have a vegan option to cater our different sailors who are practicing that diet.
It's so good too. I mean, like this, like can be kind of a picky eater, so she doesn't usually eat beets. She wouldn't usually order this, and she loves it.
It's great.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so
it's
much.
so complex. Like the flavors are
It's
just
very layered.
Yeah, I think-
simple things, but it makes a complex taste. Right?
Exactly, but I guess if you really are just open to something different, because for most people they are so accustomed to what they are having on a daily basis, so they are looking, their palate is looking for those tastes and textures. But here you'll get to taste those flavors and textures that you might have never been able to try before. So I think that make test kitchen exciting and fun for the sailors to come.
It is fun.
Thank you.
Well, and we're telling people too, if you're a picky eater, even you can come, try a little bit of everything, and then go get a pizza. There's no
And hamburger. Don't forget.
and so there's no way to lose. It's already included.
Exactly. Yeah,
So-
that's also what I say to some of the sailors, because sometimes they feel pressured to come to test kitchen because they are thinking that they need to finish the stuff on their plate. But no, you are here to taste and test the food that we're bringing to your table, because as you've mentioned, it's already included, nothing to lose. And if you dine in such restaurant, it will cost you $500 or so. So
I
it's
know,
very
it's very
costly.
We
So
were
expensive.
looking at a tasting menu in San Juan. It was like $150, $200 a person.
Wow.
But we're here.
And
Yeah,
we said,
we're
let's
here.
just,
Why
we
not?
said, let's just go back to the ship and get this kitchen.
I will wipe it for you, but
Oh,
thank
no.
you for enjoying.
I
Thank you
got
so
it.
much.
Thank you, Rose.
See how nice everybody is? And they're just excited. And now we might have 500 people. That might be our 500th person. If it is, we'll celebrate.
Cheers.
We might.
But we're waiting on our dessert, which is mango. And it says passion fruit foam chia tool
Yeah, tool. Like the cookie, the thin cookie that spreads out.
and micro mint.
Of course, we have the passion fruit foam, fresh passion fruit. We also have the mango foam, fresh mango. We have the gluten-free crumble and the chia tulip right there.
That's so pretty.
So you need to take a little bit of everything at once still, because it's always a marriage of flavor.
Right.
That's kitchen. Please enjoy.
Thank you
thank
so
you, Rose.
much.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's just stunning.
So cool.
Look how pretty. Look at the little flowers.
All right. Kathy's
There's
going to
the
put
micro mint.
put your big spoon in the middle so you guys can see
It's
for
not
scale.
even a giant spoon. It's just kind of like in between a teaspoon and a tablespoon at our house.
Right. So as you can see, like portion size, not crazy.
We probably have a couple of tablespoons of that. And look at the chia seeds. I'm making a mess in this beautiful plate. Cheers. Mmm. Oh, the mango is so good. And the mango with the passion fruit, it makes it a little bit more tart. It's perfect. That's more passion fruit. than mango.
I put it all on my little cracker. I'm gonna eat that one.
All of my little cracker. Not overly sweet, not too much. And also, we just had a 5-course meal, and I'm not overly stuffed at all. And this is different between Eden and here. Eden, we were so stuffed, and then the last 3 courses just came out, and there was so much.
There was so much food that it was so hard for us to even like get out of there and walk back to the room. I mean, we both just felt heavy and stuffed.
And I was surprised.
But we loved it. I mean, I'm not saying that we didn't like it.
We would have prepared differently. So, like, here at Test Kitchen, I know I can eat all these because the portions are going to be tasting. This is tasting menu size portions.
Right.
Which means you can really kind of eat with abandon and gusto. Tonight, my verdict is if you can do menu B at the Test Kitchen, do not pass it up.
No, this is delicious.
Cancel whatever you need to cancel.
Virgin, what is it? Extra virgin. Sorry, extra virgin. We love you too, but not as much as
not
we
as
love
much
this.
as this. On my sailor feedback, one of the things that I actually asked for was, I said, thank you so much for having vegan options everywhere. It would be wonderful to have a few more choices in some place like the Wake or Extra Virgin, where we're not huge fans of the main choice that we have.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's not good, it's just not my favorite. Whereas, I don't know, now we've had 3 out of 3 Test Kitchen menus, and we've liked them all. There were some things you liked better than others. This menu B, Cheryl ate all of everything. I ate all of everything.
Yeah, this was a clean plate club all the way around.
This was just phenomenal. So again, don't sleep on menu B. It doesn't show up all the time. I don't know if it ever shows up on short 4 or 5 day sailings. We're on an 8, we'll tell you, well, next time we're on a 6-day sailing, so we'll see if it happens then, but let me tell you, if it does, we're going to be back. I want to eat this again next week.
We're going to do it good.
Yes.
We're going to track down Shane and we're going to say, let us in.
But Rose was lovely and a wonderful server, and so was Mark last time.
Yeah,
and
both of them are
Cheryl, you might have filmed. Did you film a little bit? I can't remember if we filmed any of that one. If you did, I know I have pictures. So
of the first night.
Yeah.
No, we didn't, because we were kind of in that weird in between those 2 couples, and
we were trying, we asked if we could sit kind of at the corner, which has been nice, and so
what happens
it's been a slower night.
If we're in the middle, what happens is we've got people on either side of us, and it makes it a little hard to move the camera around.
And we don't want to be rude.
We don't want to be obtrusive. We don't want to be rude.
And we don't want to put people on camera who don't want to be on camera.
Exactly. Like we asked Rose, are you okay on being on camera? And she was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Mark was like, hey. So.
And I keep telling them it's a baby channel, so don't expect much. But we're glad you guys are here, and we're glad that we can take you traveling with us. And again, this trip is the Eastern Caribbean trip that's 8 nights. And so far, this has been our favorite sailing of all.
Yeah, it has. It has, hands down. We had that same kind of relaxing feeling and vibe when we came on to this ship as we did when we went on to the Celebrity Ascent after MSC.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is because everything is just fallen into line for this cruise.
It really has.
We have met nicest people everywhere we turn around.
Every day
we meet somebody new on the ship that is just lovely.
The crew is amazing. The Happenings cast is new and just delightful.
The Happenings cast is just really doing a great job.
And Cheryl has tons of videos to do because we did a rum tasting with story stuff that she's
Yeah.
got to put together that the foodie Unhappy cast
Yeah.
did. We also did Lotteria, and we will do
Yeah,
some
we'll
of
do
that.
like a highlight reel because I know you guys don't want to sit through all of that, so we'll just kind
That
of
was
do
like
some highlights.
an hour and a half of Lotteria, but it was hilarious.
Hour
'cause
and a half of Lotteria.
It was
and
millennial
quite a-
Lotteria.
and quite a few cocktails, so
There were a few
there was
cocktails.
lots of rum. There's been lots of
That
rum
was a
this
whole
trip.
day of tequila and rum, and
Yeah.
so yesterday we had no tequila or rum, or we had lots
No.
of water.
Yesterday, okay, so we had the Lotteria.
Oh,
And that day was
we
a
had
whole.
the rum.
We had a lot of rum that day, and then yesterday we went on an excursion that was chocolate and rum.
rum. But we found a friend,
We did find a friend.
Alan, and he's delightful
We
from
love Alan.
Ireland.
Yep.
And so we would take a little sip of our rum and we would give it to him because he's young and he was
He's
very
young and he
excited.
can handle
and he
it.
was excited about having extra rum, and we were like,
Here you
I
go.
would like to taste this, and no. Also, we thought it would end up with the rum, and it started with the rum
Started with rum, and they had rum pretty much
all day.
all day. Every time we stopped, they handed us a cup.
You were able to get water or soda, or you could have soda with rum.
You could have rum and Coke or
And-
Sprite and rum.
I had all the water.
It was crazy. We just after the day before, there was no way we could drink all that rum.
But also, the two things that we did were on the boat. So we did the Lotteria, the Millennial Lotteria, because it was things like El Participation Trophy, and like it was really, really
It was
funny.
funny.
It was hilarious. And Cheryl won sunglasses.
I did.
Which
And you
was
guys will
exciting.
get to see me win the sunglasses.
to
I had to
dance.
dance for them, so it's kind of funny.
And that was super fun. And it was only happening this one time this week. And then also they were talking about pirates in the rum, and I knew Cheryl would
Yeah.
love to hear history and
I
pirates.
love pirate stories.
And so we just went ahead. So,
And we got to see the charmer do some magic tricks.
which is cool.
with
And
cards.
both times, right?
Yeah.
Both of those.
And he's
And
really
then
good.
the bounce with
Cece.
Cece.
Cece the
She
Bounce.
is
She's awesome. She's a great MC.
Be sure to watch some of the sail away party.
Yeah.
Because the happenings cast or the people dancing, they were bringing it.
Yeah.
Like
so much
bringing
energy and just got everybody just ready for a good time.
It.
So
It was amazing.
it was really good.
But anyhow, have some water.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Eat
And-
something tasty, even if you just take tofu and put a spice blend on it, or you're having your baked potato. Make a nice oat cheese to go on it.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out somewhere fancy to eat something delicious,
That's right.
but enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to sign off for now, but we're going to go find some place that we can actually go live and talk to you. See you soon.